You're live.
Hey
All
guys,
right.
welcome back to Dial H for Hero Clicks. Going back to the Sunday live stream. It's been a little while
Yeah.
since we've
Scott Porter was our last one?
I think Scott Porter was our last one, so that would have been
Yeah.
in early May to late April.
Sounds about
It's
right.
it's just been a little bit,
You
but
boys have been busy.
we've been busy. We've been making great content. Hopefully, you guys have been enjoying it. I know you have. We had some states tournaments, which took a lot of our time. That was really the main reason. A couple Sundays ago, we had a states tournament all Sunday. Couldn't do the live stream. So, all right, perfect. Yeah. So,
So we're here. We'll
we're
let
just-
some more people come
we're
in.
hanging out. We have a big announcement today, guys. So if you're seeing this right now, tell all your HeroClix buddies, all your friends, get in here. Dial H has a massive announcement. You're not going to want to miss it because it's huge. The realm of the HeroClix world.
What could it
as we know
possibly be?
What could it possibly be? Could be anything. Could be any number
It
of
could be a
things.
boat.
I don't know
Joke
about a
way
boat.
too many times. We got a Dial H boat.
Probably a jet ski. I think
jet-
Dial H jet ski
I
is
think
in the
that's more
budget.
fitting.
The dial,
Yeah.
the dial H ski-doo.
Yeah, there we go. Dial H ski. We actually just got the skis for water
We-
skiing.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, we just got a water ski, but
just like the
one.
We
the
finally-
Uncle
a
One.
singular
We
water
finally can afford to rent a boat for up to 30 minutes.
Which it takes a minute. It does, So we got it. Though.
Just like the Lonely Island, we're going to shoot a video on it and then return it
and
to
then
the owner.
instantly, yeah. That's the plan for a lot of Dial H
That's a
videos.
good
Is to
play.
rent all sorts of different vehicles and whatnot,
Yeah.
and then film it and then leave.
and then peace out.
Hey Emily, hey Miles, how's it
Hey,
going,
happy
guys?
Sunday, yeah.
Seeing some people filter in the chat here.
Oh yeah, States. We just did an episode on that on the podcast. States was a lot of fun though. I know people have their different feelings about the meta, but honestly, like there are some gross things. I still hate stop sign. Like stop sign, I think is dumb. But honestly, for the most part, everything else is it's good. There's a lot of variety. You can play kind of what you
There
want to
really
play.
is. As much as I complain about it, there is just a lot of variety for what you can use right now.
It's true. Yeah.
Necro Sword is still very problematic as well.
Still
just
nasty.
It wouldn't be without Mad Jim, though. Like, I don't think a lot of builds don't
The winning
main
team
force
started.
Really?
with it.
Yeah,
Main
started,
force equipped to Spidey.
Wow.
with Luke
Okay.
got fourth. He also
Oh,
had it.
well, you have to start with Spidey because Mad Jim's also a prime. So
Yeah.
That's true.
I guess that's the one.
That's the one thing.
Like, I wonder is Carnage Surfer going to run wild when the Necro Sword leaves? Who knows?
Perhaps.
That's
Perhaps.
yeah.
It's a good question. Miles
That's
Kane-
that's another crazy thing to mention though. Just at least here really quick. There's no Carnage Surfer. At
Yeah,
South
zero.
Dakota. Zero.
Yeah.
Not
Wild to think.
Rotation will be interesting this year.
People own
They
them,
said
too.
it's not going to happen
We
until
know
after
they own
Worlds, and so Worlds will be interesting because it'll be the first that I can remember where there wasn't a rotation prior to it.
I know. There's so much
And
stuff
then,
is gonna be legal.
Like
for
normally,
Worlds.
this is the time of year where we'd see a rotation,
Yeah, you're
and
right.
it's going to be wild seeing what they rotate up to and what the meta looks like afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, Wonder Woman 80 alone going away is just.
That's gonna be tough.
I'll really
But
miss your
think-
Flash.
Thank goodness it's gone. Yeah, I will miss like Flash and Chip and stuff, but no Sky Tyrant, no
Yeah,
Scarab. See
no
ya.
Commissioner.
No commission.
I'll miss you, Commissioner.
Get out of here.
That set had so many meta-defining things. Like Wonder Woman swap was a very viable thing for a long time. Obviously, all the lanterns for the most part like saw some play. A lot of the Secret Six saw some play. There was like a long time where it was like, how do you beat the Secret Six theme team? And
That was the thing, yeah, for a while. Oh, dude, all
The
this
sky was
outwit,
falling.
yeah,
Protected. Oh, I don't have protected outwit. No. And it's like, nah, who's playing Secret 16 team?
The
Come
main
on.
man, Dano, said, well, first Miles Kane said congrats on top 8.
Oh,
Thank you for that, Miles.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah. Got sloppy towards the end of the day. Could have done better. It is what it is. And then the main man, Dano, says, hey guys, FYI, no Scarab in Massachusetts. So IDK, why the hell people complain about him? Kind of dumb for the hate. He's easy to defeat.
Nope.
I'll tell you why people hate him.
Nope.
He is very uninteractive. He might not be overpowered, but I mean, I just don't think anyone wants to play against
I want
him.
you to play against Ian's team.
Yeah,
And
play
see,
against
maybe
my
you'll
team
understand.
and,
Play against Ian's team, and then later play against Tristan, which is the exact same team.
Yeah.
And then maybe you'll understand a little bit of the hate.
It's I'm not gonna say Scarab is like unbeatable.
No.
But there's a lot of teams that are just not accounting for ways to deal with him. And I'm not saying like that's the builder's fault. I think it really is just like Scarab is like it's just a stupid ability. Like I just don't think
It's
people,
problematic in general as
Yeah.
well.
I think so.
Which is probably, I think, what people are complaining about the most is just the things it combos with and what's problematic about it. Which I think is
it promotes a style of play that is just like,
not cool.
I mean, like if you remember Worlds last year, like the two builds that everyone complained about were Thanos and Apocalypse, just uninteractive teams where it's like I'm gonna force you to answer whatever I'm doing, and that's the game. It's essentially a mini game of HeroClix at this point because if you're not going to answer this, then I'm just going to have all the fun in the world from across the map.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying he's an auto-win figure. I'm not saying he's OP. I'm not saying he's busted by any stretch. But I think every single person will agree he's not fun.
It's like a lot
Exactly.
of things that like define meta at certain points. If you're not ready for it, then your team just loses to it.
Yeah.
Kind of situation. Like that was the
You have
same
to
for
prepare for it.
Unimind. That was the same for, I mean, just all kinds of figures. Vulture for sure. Like
Yeah,
every
no one wanted to play against Vulture.
Oh.
yeah, every meta has its like defining kind of thing, and I'm not gonna say
Cross.
Scarab is that specifically, but he works so well with what I think is the more current defining meta, and that's stop sign barrier.
Yeah,
like-
I mean, it's
Just
so easy
so
to
much
put it on
free
your
barrier.
team.
Yeah.
So main man Dano says, and the top two in Rhode Island was 5 Frogman, Mr. Fantastic
Frog
team, and Double Carnage team. So, well, it's a local meta. You know, we had a bunch of Prime Spider-Man.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't extrapolate that out.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
Scarab
think
won't be seen
5
everywhere.
Frogman.
because
Frogman.
that's pretty good.
I don't think people
How
want to
does
play
that
Scarab.
How does that win anything?
Frogman's amazing.
I know he is. I love him, but I mean, saying like it just against your team that has a reducer, how do you
Sure,
beat
yeah.
how do you beat an unoutwittable reducer? You don't, right? That's just you don't.
Scarab has tons of ways to be broken. Secret 6 is not the optimal build. 100% agree.
Yeah.
If you don't win
Yeah,
map with
yeah.
Secret 6, you are...
The only time
Up a
Secret
certain
6 was
creek.
Yeah,
really played was like when that set first released.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
people quickly were
It
like,
won like 3 tournaments and then
Yeah.
it fell off the map.
because there was an optimal build, like either double Sky Tyrant, double Scarab, Commissioner, and then like some
Gigantas.
Gigantas,
Yeah,
just to
and
then
get to the
Power
six.
Gem.
Yeah, to get the 6.
Yeah.
And then like Exospecs.
Yeah, there was an optimal build at
Leech,
times,
next
but
question.
just-
All right, fair
yeah.
enough. I'll allow it.
Honestly, guys, there are some cool stuff you could do with Leech. Here's a pro tip I heard from somewhere else. Just playing the Lockjaw from from the Legacy card set, right? And just having him cart Leech around by himself, and you just have him move 14 next to whoever, bomb their powers, and go kill him with somebody else. I love that idea. I don't think it's something I'll play myself, but I think that's really creative. Just having a Leech taxi.
That's really cool.
A Leech Taxi, Mastermind fodder, nutso thing.
Ugh, so all lame characters are on that team. At least the Frogmen are cool. Ugh, the rest of them are awful.
Yeah, like I don't know. I really
That's a cool
after
team, though. That's a
playing
unique
Scarab
build. I
though,
like
I
that.
really think my overall statement is he's not broken, but man is like I don't want to play it personally. That can change for people, and I really don't want to play against that either. Like I was doing some BS, just barrier, barrier, barrier. I'm attacking you. I'm attacking you. I'm attacking you. Oh, you broke down the barrier to attack somebody who's suboptimal. Okay, now I'm gonna wreck you, and
Yeah.
that was every game I played. Had I not mispositioned, made a few mistakes, I'm sure that quite literally would have been every game other than the ones I lost. So,
Probably.
yeah, it was brutal.
Fun. Yeah, teams is all right. I like the prizing for teams this year too. I think getting more Batman out there in circulation
Yeah.
is huge. That's just
Getting a construct
getting more
set,
construct stuff out there is big. It's really
yeah,
nice.
dude, it's really really
Yeah.
cool. And
So-
you know, just being able to draft from that set, like, yeah, the chases aren't the greatest.
Yeah, that's the only bad part about it. That's
If
the
it was
only
a better
bummer.
chase theme and Batman team up, it'd be amazing. The primes are still good for the top winners, and then yeah, if you're first through 8th, you get a legacy card set or rings. Like that alone is like
Oh.
worth going.
That pricing's insane for the investment that you make. If you can get enough people, I know it was $30 in South Dakota, but we did a $25 entry in Nebraska, and we easily doubled the cost
Yeah.
of the prize kit.
Nice.
So, any state that has a venue should be doing it, in my opinion, just because it's awesome for the community. Like, especially if you can pull at least 8 people, and if they saw the list of the prizing, I feel like,
Yeah, we're gonna
everyone
divide this all up between 8 people.
be
How
able
much
to.
do you want?
yeah,
It's a no-brainer.
I'd pay $30 to do that. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the kit's $250. So
It is, yeah.
If you also want
Yeah.
the store to make some money, like still, everybody could pay like a $40 entry, and even if you're getting
Yeah.
8th, you're walking away with at least $40 worth of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah, States has been fun. I've been definitely a bit removed from the meta, but I will say the Avengers 60th chases, they are as nasty as you think they are. That's my take on them.
are.
I played
Oh man, Iron Inquisitor is so hard to deal with.
Yeah.
I
King
played
Killmonger is so difficult.
a competitive pulp build, which I think is like pretty nasty. I played that against 400 points of Masters of Evil, with only one of them being sidelined, so they were all at 50. And even like leader being able to like mind control through a bunch of characters and having like +2 to range and having like all this like barrier and stuff, I still just got torn apart by him eventually. Like
Yeah.
Kid Thanos was insane. He had like pulse waved with Doom, knocked some of my guys down, and then came in with Kid Thanos and got like 75 points in one move action. I was just like,
Jeez.
and there's nothing I can do. I can't prob it. I can't stop him. He just phases, lands next to me, and I just take damage.
Just gotta eat it, you know.
That is so gross. I see. Yeah. Prime Cap against Frogman. No knockback, but again,
No,
that's
no.
such a niche to that area. I don't know if we would see
Why wouldn't
that
you play
build.
Frogman with that cap?
Frogman already gives adjacent friendlies knockback. Prime Caps gives it to everybody.
To everybody
though.
in the- yeah.
Okay, sure.
Well, he also says that opposing characters can't not be knocked
Yeah,
back.
can't have him mobile. Like,
Yeah.
technically, can always be knocked back.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. An active player on the Captain America thing. The active player trumps whatever, because can't is more than can or something like that.
Oh
I
yeah,
believe, yeah,
because
so
of
it's
like the
kinda interesting.
Leonardo minimum.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
So,
dumb.
That's ton of fun. I would love to try to work and try to build more with Prime Cap. It's just been
It's tough, man.
It's been really
It's
tough.
really tough to get Prime Cap on a build and be like happy with
Make
it.
it pop off and everything.
If he
Yeah,
was
Mad
legal
Jim
and pulp,
and
you
Prime
do
Spice.
him
All
and
these
what like
primes, dude.
him and Blue Marvel and just. I guess Pulse Wave usually gets rid of anything that would prevent knockback
Yeah.
anyhow. But yeah.
Man, the turn one absorbing man team that somebody posted.
I want
a
to try
while back,
that. That looks
That is
so
really funny.
fun.
I don't even
really
know
wanna
how
try
it fully
that.
works.
I want to try it.
It was
I don't know.
double
either.
Dark Phoenix. It's basically giving like a bunch of like
Free
move actions
movements,
to place those things around the tokens around different
Ooh,
places.
Look at that.
What in the
Yes.
world?
Here's the big surprise,
What?
everyone.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is the
Whoa.
big surprise.
Pizza.
Yeah, and did you know Pizza Hut has
Come on
these
over,
new
get a slice.
Ninja Turtle boxes? I kind of like the animation. I like that it's actual teenagers with the voice of the Ninja Turtles.
The big
But,
surprise is just pizza.
Yeah, big surprise pizza, guys. Look at that. We got some pizza.
Scarlet Witch is just a
How
snake
bad
in the
is that,
grass.
though? It's horrible.
I agree. I think Scarlet Witch. I don't know. I don't think Scarlet Witch is as problematic because she has to at least somewhat
Not
engage.
anymore. Yeah.
But I do think
we've
that
seen a lot of, at least in South Dakota, defensive rune marker placement where it's
Yeah.
just out in front of her team versus being an offensive. Oh, you have no powers, which I think is what people kind of like more. I would say, but in South Dakota / Nebraska / South Dakota players, it was a lot of just defensive rune placement. Thank you, Ian.
I do hate the defensive play with it.
The defensive play is tough. It's really
That's-
really annoying.
Worse than barrier.
I
in
think-
my
But I
opinion.
literally
I
just
think
just
Scarlet
ignore.
Witch is still problematic.
Oh, 100%. How
Yeah.
would she not be?
I-
You
I'm
know,
willing to
there's a
say
few
more so
builds
than-
floating around that triple up her defense, get across the map, and rune marker,
Yeah.
and that is particularly brutal. Getting some custom plate action here,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
So it's a
That
very
is-
casual Sunday stream.
That's an old school Calder tactic from his years on the road in hotels. And
How about you
whatnot.
guys? Comment in the chat. What are you guys seeing? What do you guys think is problematic? What are you thinking about playing for states? What did you play for states? What's going on in the competitive world for you guys? What's your local meta? Just throw out some stuff that you're seeing.
That's an interesting take. It's the angler that's the problem, not over
I mean-
Switch herself.
The
I don't think
angler
so.
does enable.
It
does.
enables, but like,
But like there would still be Venom Magneto and there's enough people with like double TK and like those kind of shenanigans like Falcon who can just move and place her. There's like a lot of ways around it if the angler's the cheapest option to just get her stupid mobile for sure.
That is
And then
true.
the best
Does.
part is you can just switch back to
Ooh.
a better object with Mad Jim.
right?
'Cause I don't think you play her with the angler if you're not playing Mad Jim. I think
You
that's
have
the
to play
You have to
angler.
play
Yeah.
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it almost feels like if you're going for the offensive rune, it's Mad Jim angler for
Cracked open
sure.
a new
Yeah.
range. That's what I was worried about.
Did you bring a backup ranch?
backup
He's got a
ranch.
backup ranch for the Zob guys.
Gotta have backup.
I will say we have one set yet to be released before Worlds.
Dude, I'm curious how Notorious is gonna shake things up.
That is the
I
one...
don't know. Does Superman see play? Maybe, probably. I don't know. It feels like it's just you cripple him, you leave him alone, and there's too many ways to easily kill him after he gets to.
The only
his
way I think he
thing
sees
right now.
play is like Red Sun Lex being played with him. Something where you're going to mastermind to him. Some way where you're forcing your opponent to engage with him and damage him. Because if he's not getting KO'd and you're not getting that big pulse wave off, his
He's
top
just so
dial...
ignorable.
It's
He
not...
is.
Yeah, and it's not like anything special top dial, like that main dial. So I don't think so.
I do remember Gus. Hey, thank you. Thanks for giving me that Galactus during Florida. I appreciated that. Got third at Florida State. Happy to hear it. The new ruling on Necrosword. What's the new ruling on Necrosword?
Damage from knockback can't be reduced below 1
Dang.
because it's
Really?
part of the attack. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. That doesn't seem right, but okay.
It's
Makes
brutal.
sense.
It's really, really
Sounds
good.
really good.
You punch a Scarlet Witch, they take knockback. Her stop
On
click
her
doesn't
stop,
matter.
she just gets wow.
Have Invincible, who cares? See
Wow.
ya.
Does
So
that,
it lets you one-shot a Scarlet Witch.
That's awesome.
and that powers like that.
Wow.
The text on that doesn't specify close attacks or anything, so you
It's
can do
when
that
making
with.
close attacks.
Oh, it is with. Okay.
You ignore shape change super senses, and damage from this attack can't be reduced
Okay.
below 1.
Well, at least there's that.
knockback
so you can't
counts as
combo
damage
it
from
with
an
Knockback
attack.
counts as that, yeah.
Yeah.
Really? That's more of just a knockback counts as damage from an attack that I didn't think was a thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So yeah, that's crazy.
What do we think will
I don't know if I
rotate
agree with that.
after? So after Worlds, we were talking about it a little bit. Like rotation happens after Worlds. Personally, this is I think we've talked about this before, but personally, what I would like to see is I would like to see them rotate. And it's controversial, not the best thing that could happen, but personally, I would like to see them rotate up to Spider-Man, where like the new
Dang.
smaller maps, all the new rules, like everything, or no, Batman team up. I guess sorry. It would be Batman team up because that's when the new equip rules
Right.
and everything. That'd be a lot. It'd be gross and like sad, and like a lot of people would be like, I just got this stuff like less than maybe a year ago at that point. But I think that would be the healthiest option in my opinion.
I think Disney Plus is my cutoff, or like that's where it should rotate to. So the set after Disney Plus, we're tired of Sacked Man, we're
Yeah.
tired of Scarlet Witch.
Yeah.
You know, that's saying bye to Destroyer 2. That does leave like X of Swords still on the table. As a Mad Jim fan,
But mine gets rid of X of Swords,
yeah,
and then no more tarot card.
no more tarot. Ooh,
What do you think about
Yeah.
if they
Just
early
ban-
rotate
just
just,
ban-
tarots, like they
Yes.
did early rotate IDs?
I don't think they'll do it.
No?
No.
You don't think they do that?
but
I
what
think
about
they'll
World's
rotate the
Finest?
set by its like the set as a whole. I don't think they'll sell.
Zombie
or-
Superman comes in on like
rotate
his
just
worst
specific
clicks and
things.
you do World's Finest with them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we don't know how it's ruled yet.
So yeah, we
Because
don't.
it's a separate dial, it's still his last clicks. Like
Would it be
separate
those?
dial.
I don't know
because
if I
it's
would count
after KO.
those. I mean, I think that's kind of a.
I think
That's like,
personally you wouldn't do that, but
No.
we don't have a ruling on
but
it.
yeah,
so-
I think it's the HeroClix player wants to be like, yeah, no, he comes in on his post wave clicks. It's like, okay, chill out there, bro.
What was there was a character that could bring a character back,
over the mic.
but it was
Ooh, over the mic.
Death Metal Wonder Woman?
no. This was like a while back. It was like a KO'd character, like they're already in the KO area. You could bring them back on any
Recruiter?
click. Way before, like Tangent Green Lantern, kind of like
Okay, sure.
old.
Tangent Green Lantern?
It could have been that. I'm just saying a character because I don't know for sure. But you could bring them back on quote unquote like any click they could have been on that game,
Sure.
and so people would get like a KC character KO'd from like their 20-point line, and then be like, so I can put this like on click 1 because like they could have been,
Stinky.
but they could have been on that dial that game
That is true, I guess.
because like they did, yeah,
I
like,
don't like that.
that was like a similar thing as to this question though, where it's like if Superman would get KO'd or whatever, goes to a zombie dial, would be KO'd again, and then Death Metal Wonder Woman brings him back, which dial does he like get placed on?
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's a lot of weird interactions
Yeah, they'll have to identify that.
for sure.
Main Man Dano asked earlier about World's Finest and how they can be a problematic piece in the right hands. I'll tell you right now, World's
They are.
Finest is one of the best figures in the game. It's my personal favorite meta figure. At States, he was on my Scarab build as like the ultimate bodyguard. I would set up in a way to where it was really inopportune to attack World's Finest. So they'd come cruising across the map, hit whoever, and then World's Finest has the Waldo arms from Jim. If I roll that free attack, I am doing anywhere from like 15 to 20 damage in one turn. With the traded free attack, Waldo free attack, my costed attack, grab an object. It's disgusting. Like 7 with the object, here's some knockback. Punch you again, here's 5 plus 1 for the knockback. Do it again. Like, World's Finest is amazing. And then, there's other builds people are running with, like, Scarlet Witch, and then you just give World's Finest the Necro Sword, and now they can just one-shot Carnage Surfers. He's brutal. He's like my favorite piece right now. It's amazing. I don't know what part of World's Finest is Batman, but
Let me tell you something. It's not the close combat expert super strength.
no,
It might be the
I
close
don't think
combat
so.
expert, I guess, but it's not the super strength.
Combat
the,
reflexes.
And it's not having a printed 4 damage. It's the combat reflexes for sure.
the-
But
team ability
Superman
on the
has.
dial.
He's literally just zoom, zoom, zoom. Is it really? I don't know what part of that dial is Batman. I honestly
very
don't think
little of it
any
is
of it.
Batman. I think very
Batman's
little is
standing by
Batman.
going, "Okay, Superman, now you're gonna go mess this guy up."
Yeah. And that's the worst part is that it's Superman. And I would like it. If it was literally Batman and any other character, I wouldn't be half as mad as how busted it is. But because it's Superman, that's another figure I'd like to snap him off the base and throw him away. Empire. Oh, Empire's definitely not staying. I mean,
Miles,
if you mean Avengers Forever with Young Avengers, then maybe. But Empire's definitely not staying. Empire
Miles says-
feels old.
It doesn't matter if they rotate or X of Swords because we're getting a DC version of Tarot.
No,
in a Royal
we're
Flush
getting
game.
playing cards, and therefore cooler, I hope.
DC version of Stop.
I know, it's so gross. That's
If it was
unbalanced.
another, honestly, I wouldn't. As much as I think a DC set of tarot cards would be cool, I don't want to try and get another 78 cards.
No.
There's not like
That's insane.
there's not a good way to distribute tarot cards in the first place, just because the
I'd be curious
insane
what the
ways
DC
to
art
try and
looks
get them.
like. The art is the only really cool part.
Crazy pizza wielding technique.
That could be anyone.
I mean, I'm trying to eat off camera.
Oh,
I think that was
Just
yeah.
me.
Ian just like
It's called behind the scenes. It's a trait.
yeah.
It allows me to eat pizza without you knowing.
can't target him without being within
Without
this
pizza.
room.
Without being in the
Yeah,
Pizza Man tried.
Pizza
Didn't
Man.
go over too well for him. Did it, Pizza Man? We have him tied up behind the camera right there. But yeah, I think
Oh
know-
wow.
Calder hates Superman? Question.
Where
mark,
have you
question
been for the last 10
Bruh.
years? What?
bruh.
Yeah, he's one of the worst characters ever made in
mark?
comic books.
Calder
You
talks
kidding me?
more about how he hates Superman than I talk about characters that I actually like.
That's very true.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty,
Yep.
yes.
That's 100% true.
I think Calder might talk more about how much he hates Superman than how much he likes Captain America. I think it's
Ooh.
pretty close.
That would actually be a toss-up. You're not wrong.
Emily says, I hope tarot cards stay. I know, opposite to what y'all want. Whatever. You like what you like. No problem with it.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
I personally don't hate them.
I'm indifferent because I don't play competitive that often, but I
Yeah.
don't like them.
I think
I
it's
don't
more so
understand
just
having a mechanic that
another
just
thing that
exists.
keeps track of. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like things that have no cost associated.
Exactly.
The
Why is
only
it
cost
free?
associated with tarot, the deck that you built is chance.
yeah.
That's
Oh, I
a
drew
chance,
this
and
at
then
an inopportune
It may
time.
help your opponent, but I'm building it tailored to me, so
Yeah.
not really gonna help my opponent that much, but it might.
It might,
And it has in
It's,
past,
it's
it totally
rare
has.
for sure.
But yeah,
But yeah, I will say, playing a game in States, and I talk about this a bit on the podcast, having somebody flip, the perfect rotation of tarot against you, it feels awful.
it's dirty.
It feels terrible.
Feels terrible.
Yeah, terrible. So,
Tarot.
I mean, that's my stance. You're welcome to like them, it's whatever.
Also, they're not great at.
But it
telling
doesn't
your
feel like
fortune.
hero clicks. That's my biggest gripe.
I don't
with
know
them.
how you could want them to
I,
stay
uh,
after playing in Worlds. Honestly, having to go through all the tarot check and stuff at Worlds and all the hassle that caused.
I hope that's more streamlined, and maybe ahead of time they tell people hey, have these sleeved, and
Yeah.
they still got to check them for marks and stuff.
They did a great job last year.
They did. They got a lot of people through pretty fast, and people with problematic cards had they had ways to fix that.
They
pretty
did,
quick.
yeah, they did. But I mean, it was just another thing that added a lot of time. I'm not going to answer that question. Sorry,
Yeah.
Mandano, because I could literally talk to you about 30 minutes. If you
Watch
can't
the,
look at him and realize that he's a bad character fundamentally, I can't help you.
Watch the Scott Porter live, or not the Scott
There you
Porter,
go.
the IPF live stream. someone paid Calder to go on a rant about Superman.
There you go.
so-
Somewhere in there, they paid me to go on a rant. It's pretty standard. Basically, the reason I like good superheroes is the reason Superman's not a good superhero. Yeah, that's about it. It won't be elaborated, so no more.
Are
no
we
more of
getting
that talk.
Black Lantern constructs?
Sammy, you want to handle
in
this
this
one?
episode?
We've kind of talked
Yeah.
about this that really we shouldn't.
I mean,
technically.
Personally, I don't think they ever should have done Black Lantern constructs because Black Lanterns don't make constructs in the comics. It's just not comic accurate. I get they did it because they had, like, every lantern had a set of constructs. They all had, like, the power battery, blah, blah, blah. So they already made them all. But I'm fine with them not making them if they don't. And it's weird because if you look at the solicit, it's hard to tell if the 110 objects or whatever they call it, not objects, but 110 items, I guess, in the set.
Oh yeah, they said there's going to be over 100, whatever.
Yeah. If you look at that and
But there's
don't
already
include
80
the characters,
characters.
but if you don't include
Okay.
the characters, there could be like a white and black lantern set of like rings and constructs.
That's what. There's 7 constructs, right? 7. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'd be 14 of those. So that would mean
14 plus the 2 rings.
16 items.
Yeah.
Would leave room for like
Who knows?
3 legacy cards, 3 or
Yeah.
4 legacy cards.
Yeah. Well,
I
then,
personally don't
assuming
think
we're not getting
gonna
team
get.
ups,
We could get a ring. That's very plausible.
the
That's
ring would
fair.
make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
it
I
is
feel like if
81
they do the
characters.
ring, then they're gonna do the construct. I don't know.
The ring could still
It
just
could
be
go either way. It could 100% could
it
go
just
either
be
way.
equipment, you know. But also, it's not a bad idea to not have it. We talked about this on the podcast earlier today about being like, well, if you want to play all the Black Lanterns as a team, you don't really want there to be a ring because only one of them's gonna
Yeah,
get it.
if the ring was like this character, the first time this
Yeah.
character would be
Yeah.
KO'd, they're just not or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, because all the rings have an effect. Then yeah, it's not the same as Green Lantern not being able to like have super willpower. It's
Right.
way worse because it's like this is a thing that all Black Lanterns should do, which all Green Lanterns should have willpower.
I mean, yeah.
We
But-
also already have like the Prime Black Lantern Wonder Woman, and sure she'll rotate.
Hmm.
So I'm just hoping that there's like minimal Prime Black Lanterns because I want to play them together.
Yeah,
I don't know if we've seen another Prime Black Lantern.
the speculation on
Oh,
Black
Zoom.
Lantern Zoom.
Zoom, yeah.
Joester, with the constructs and rings for White and Black Lanterns, I can see them being made as con exclusives to replace the Mansion rings with Plastic Man objects.
That would be kind of sick.
Again.
What year is it? Is it
Yeah.
2014 again?
Again.
Whoa!
I mean, they'd still be cool.
It would be. I would be
Yeah.
fine with it.
I'm
I
all
would be
for it.
fine with it.
I'd be way more cool with it if it
think
was like
that's
a
a great
box
idea.
Got
set.
a
Joester.
million Plastic Man objects. I'm
Yeah.
okay with.
If it was a box set,
call
it'd be
it
a lot
ID
cooler.
call in second pizza.
I'm just tired of pepperoni. Yeah. We have to move on to the even more meat pizza, aka the meat lovers.
Oh, baby, look at
Oh,
that. Look, here's
that's
this was actually the big news, guys.
Yeah.
Jeez,
This-
The
that's-
second
news.
pizza was the
Wow.
big
It's
news.
a garbage pail.
that's a lot of dude. I love that.
That is
Look at this
That
meaty.
is some Midwestern
Yeesh.
pizza.
Wow.
That's actually absurd.
I think this world's
Ah.
from the con exclusives that we've seen so far. I think this world's is got a better
Way
lineup
better,
of
dude.
Last
better
year
than
was
last
so
year.
tough, man.
Yeah,
Like, I liked Spider Hulk and then Batcat because it has Batman in it, but I still don't really like. All right, here we go, folks. He's getting after it.
This is dropping all over the place.
yeah.
Some debris.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of
Oh.
those toppings are just hanging on by.
But for the most part, the
sheer
con
will.
exclusives were just boring.
Euphoria. I float out of
But
my
man,
chair.
Venom God, Space Ghost.
Yeah,
We still
Captain
have yet.
America.
Have we seen Rainbow Superman's
we've
style?
seen the sculpt.
Seen the sculpt. Okay,
The,
I was gonna say I don't remember seeing that, but I mean,
Mermaid Batman.
Mermaid. Bleh.
Yeah,
I mean, it'll be funny, I guess.
he goes with Super Friends Aquaman.
Oh, there you go. They go swimming together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
The big ones for me though, Space Ghost and then the Venom God for sure.
I'm gonna have to buy a million of those. Captain
Also,
Americas.
the cap is just like absurdly meta.
Yeah.
That cap is gonna. I mean, if you were happy to see Necrosword go, then hey, here's a pretty solid 40-point replacement. He's
Makes me
gonna be
very
brutal.
happy about World's Finest and Spider-Man and everything else.
He forgot the ranch. No, he's getting after it. Look at that, folks. Can we get a review?
I mean, amazing. The cheese, creamy. The meat, nutrients and protein.
Delish, boys.
The ranch ties it all together. The bow on top. A ranchy bow.
Bow of ranches. That's something I need.
Yeah, that's exactly what you need.
I think it might have been on Brad's thing. I saw a meme. So someone said, Anthony said, I want a Venom God, but as a Canadian, it's not very likely. It's a lot easier if you come to Memphis, which
Very true.
isn't easy for everyone. That's why we started the IPF. But yeah, you will have to pay, and people will always complain, and people will always like justify it. But the truth is that you will just always have to pay a premium for convention pieces if you don't go there.
That's how it works.
Whether you hate it or like it, that's just the truth. And I used to.
They
like,
are exclusives for a reason.
yeah, I used to either pay what like they were charging for them, or I would just wait a long time until like nobody really wanted them anymore. But that Venom God of Symbiotes, I think Brad, this made me think of it. Someone posted like a meme on like his page or something.
It was Jackson or somebody?
Yeah, where it was like the rune marker and like Venom God of Symbiotes was like, I just want to like blah blah blah, and I was like,
I just want to play a cool
he
figure.
has that power where when he charges, he can like swap places. So if she rune markers by the symbiote bystander, he would still get to like snap over and like finish his attack.
Sure, I think
That'd be fun. I don't know. I really like that piece. I think it's interesting. The full map, well, potentially full map
Oh, yeah, it's
Just-
super cool.
charge off.
I
Is
mean,
insane.
that sculpt too. I don't know what it is. I look at that. I'm like, why does this piece look like a Ninja Turtle?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's kind of wide in the back.
shell, like the shell color.
Oh, because it's the orangey color?
yeah.
Yeah.
Gus asks us, when you guys play, do y'all play pulp or competitive / meta or BRs? Recently, we've been doing some fun games where we play like CUR and then like one big figure. The Big Buck Bash on YouTube was
Yeah.
a fun one. We just filmed another one that we're not going to talk about yet. You'll see that.
Let's see it.
It's going to be a busy week, guys. I'm going to try and get it out this week, but we'll see.
I mean,
I think for the most part, though, like when we play, it's usually like we'll play the three of us. Maybe we have a guest, and we just play the figures we like, and we all kind of try to build the same level. If there's states coming up, Calder and I had like a day where we just practiced all day.
yeah.
Sometimes we'll play online and practice with some people in our Discord. So it really just
Yeah.
depends on what's coming up. Like we will play competitive if there's an event to go
That's
to.
not our day. Yo, Ian, you want to
Yeah,
put on
no.
a 300 modern competitive team really quick?
Yeah,
Let's hang
that-
out and have some fun. No. It's
we've
literally
never done
Sit here
only,
and grind it out for
like
8 hours.
only in preparation for a tournament. That's what I told people when I played online in Brad's event. They're like, "Oh, Calder, we haven't seen you. That's cool." I'm like, "Yeah, well, there's a tournament coming up, so I have to pretend I'm
So-
a competitive player again."
Yep, gotta put
Like,
that hat on.
That's it.
Yeah.
Like that's the only time I play it. Before that, I want to play bad teams. I love playing terrible HeroClix teams that don't have outwit, don't have prod, don't have any of the stuff.
But they
it's-
all are on the same team.
But
It's
they're all on the same
good.
team. They're all fun. Like I want to play a team of all Captain Americas. Is that a good team? Probably not. Probably pretty bad actually, because they have no support powers. They have really no great defense reducers. But that's how I like to play. I love playing casually. That's my favorite way in the world.
I think we're
wanna
all
play
on
whatever.
that same page. We just
Yeah.
recently we've been playing like we'll all pick a set and then we'll build a team from that set.
Yeah,
and see
I've
who
been
are.
I've been really
That's been
enjoying
cool to explore
playing
different pieces.
sub themes.
Yeah.
Like internal set sub themes are really fun. To answer the question also, like
Well, Malcolm Rush question.
I've been enjoying a lot of pulp lately. We've been doing the article series that WizKids has been posting, and like
Oh yeah.
doing pulp has been really fun. Making teams for that, it's similar to Popper, where it's like comfortable and like I feel like I know what I'm doing and stuff already.
Yeah.
But it's also just like I didn't think about Popper for like the last 2 years.
No, not in
and
the
like
slightest.
now it feels like it's back, and like we've got a whole bunch of crazy
Double
good
onslaught isn't a
CURs.
thing. Double anything
yeah.
isn't a thing. That's
WWE's completely out. Completely.
awesome. I watched your HeroClix competitive metafiles video and it got me interested in the game. Okay, that's awesome.
Yep.
That's kind of what I was hoping for. I don't fully understand what's going on, but I love learning new games. Well, let me tell you, this is a complicated one. There's no cutting that any differently, but it is really fun. And the most important thing getting into a game like this is understanding that you can play this game however you want.
Oh yeah.
Do not let the loud opinions on Facebook or wherever you're reading about HeroClix, don't let that dictate what you want to do with the game. We don't follow the rules per se. We play our own game and we have a ton of fun.
Yeah, you can. So the way HeroClix is usually played is like, oh, you make a team, I make a team, we fight. But we've been doing all sorts of fun stuff where it's like, okay, well, what happens if halfway through this character just all of a sudden is in the middle of the map? Or you do like a boss battle game where you guys just
Yeah.
fight one figure.
Let's
you know?
do
like,
Batman versus Batman enemies, Spider-Man versus the Sinister
Exactly,
Syndicate.
you know?
Play thematically maybe like it just doesn't even matter. That's the most important thing, man. Is like find some pieces you like, and just play. Roll some
I
dice.
played a game with the Krakoan Revival where you had to revive every time. It was so funny.
Yeah, we did that one. We did the tarot card one where it was.
Oh yeah.
We just kept flipping tarot cards and
it's like
had to abide by like the randomness they brought.
That was funny.
Yeah, if you're looking for a good way to like get into the game, my first suggestion is find your local group if you've got one.
Yeah.
If you don't have one, you're gonna have to find some friends to play with. That's just, something.
Most people are very generous with their
Yeah.
pieces as well. So if you're looking at the higher end stuff, you want to try that stuff. Most of the time, the people who are in it, like if you were local to me, I'd say, yeah, it's no problem. So
yeah,
just
borrow
get
it,
talking
use
to
it,
them.
whatever.
Yeah, we've done multiple episodes. So we've got
there's a
the
lot of
new
these.
clicks on the block segment that we did years ago, and it still holds up because we didn't get into the nitty gritty of how to start playing HeroClix. But more recently, we've done some gameplay videos. We've got shorts describing how different powers work with like short little examples of those. So there's a lot of content out there to grasp. There's also a lot of old content, so the rules have
Yeah,
been
stay away.
updated recently.
No, don't stay away.
I mean, if
be aware.
it's a
trying to
video,
learn.
No, if you're trying to learn, yeah.
If it's a video that's describing the rules and it's older than like 2 years at this point,
Yeah, it's not.
it's probably outdated too
Yeah.
far to really
Anything
be
by some
correct.
people like me, like Tabletop Teacher, don't watch any of their content. I'm just kidding.
Oh,
kidding,
wow.
kidding,
Yeah,
kidding.
his
I'm
unboxings
kidding,
are
I'm
fun.
throwing a
He
little
makes
shade.
good content,
I
but
can
yeah,
throw a
it
little
is.
shade. It's fine. It's
it
just
is
outdated
outdated.
rules. It's all it is. Just saying. Watch Dilation.
HeroClix USA asks, "What's y'all's favorite non-meta, non-competitive piece? Gold, silver, and modern age." I'll tell you. Let's see. Favorite modern non-competitive piece. Man, I'm looking around right now.
Well, my favorite competitive Golden Age piece is the Zombie Team base. It's easily the no.
Yeah.
Non-competitive Golden has to be Arkham Asylum Batman. He's just my favorite figure ever.
Ooh.
The 099 where he's on the lamppost, that's the definitive sculpt. He was a beast back in the day, but he was never like meta defining. He was good, but he wasn't like breaking
Right.
the game.
Was-
So he's that weird limbo between casual and competitive.
Was Mr. Mix ever like competitive?
He was.
I think I
No,
played
he-
him
he
competitive.
was.
Okay.
From the
Yeah.
Superman
Yeah,
set?
he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, he was, like,
100%.
broken.
He was the first die replacement
He
guy. He
wasn't-
was the first ever die replacement.
No, he was the
He
guy who
wasn't
could double
broken.
token your.
With Pulse Wave, yeah.
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 That too.
Yeah, he was like one of the most broken pieces in the game at the time.
Oh.
He
At the
he
time,
won
maybe.
nationals.
At the time, but I don't know if I'd say it like all time.
Not
Just
all
like
time, but
in his time.
in his time.
Yeah. That's still one of my favorites. He's
My
not
favorite,
nearly
like-
as good as
Not
he
the
used to be.
original one from JLA who
No.
just sucked.
Jeez.
Oh, Deadpool and Bob. They might be my favorite Golden Age piece. That's not.
Oh.
competitive. They're hilarious. They're so fun.
Wolverine
I
and
love
X-23.
those guys.
Oh, they were fun.
Dude,
I think they were
really
too
cool.
high costed. Maybe they were good at the time,
Yeah.
but they came out in the Deadpool set.
Between casual and
Yeah,
competitive.
they were still like up
They
to
only had
this day
toughness.
really good.
That was wild.
They only had
the-
toughness, but they had the,
really cool
like,
stealth
the
ability.
region
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
stealth.
all that stuff.
The,
Couldn't
like,
be
can't be
targeted.
targeted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing. Silver.
Silver Age.
Man, Silver
I love
Age.
the shifting
Jason
focus.
Wingard.
Oh.
Duh, bro. Come on.
I know
Doesn't-
mine.
You know you can't say that's a
I don't
non-competitive
care.
piece.
I don't care.
Rune
I love.
from ABPI.
I love
you did really
Jason.
like Rune.
I loved Rune from
Ah.
AB. One of the best vampire
Dude.
dials like that
He wa-
I've
dude,
played
healing
with.
2?
Healing
Off rip?
2.
Wow.
You
so
could
good.
you could heal 2. You could start him
That
with the
was awesome.
gauntlet and pick
Yeah.
flurry, and then you could heal like 4 potentially if you hit somebody that like met the requirements. So he got top dial in a lot of games that I
Dude,
played.
Jason Wingard was not meta.
You're insane.
No, favorite Silver Age piece, man.
Mine
I really
has to be Shifting Focus Captain Americas. I
Yeah.
love them. They're so fun. They're
They were
easily
cool.
so much fun.
I mean, I don't know if he was competitive. Honestly, like when Luke and I would play, we'd play some like borderline stuff. So he might be like borderline competitive. I really loved playing the Prime Thanos from Battle World.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if he was definitely like better than average. Maybe you could make him more
He
competitive.
was. I don't know if he ever did a bunch of competitive stuff.
People
I don't
never
think so.
did.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I
He was
remember
really
people doing like
a lot of points.
because you had to like you could KO somebody to make him stronger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So I
that was
remember
the cool
people
part.
like retaliating with like Surtur and then having Thanos like
Oh, right.
kill Surtur and then get
Oh,
like
sure.
stronger and stuff.
Maybe
But
it existed. I never saw it.
I never saw
personally.
it competitively. I think maybe at like a States or something.
Modern. I think my favorite non-competitive piece of Modern is John Walker Captain America. He's so much fun.
He's so cool,
He's
so
hilarious.
flavorful.
Yeah.
Favorite non-competitive modern piece.
Man.
I honestly really like the super rare Batman from Batman Team Up.
Oh, for sure.
It plays like a Batman. He moves like a Batman. He's got the utility aspects. You can start him with the belt, which makes it so fun. And if you position wrong and he gets cracked, like he's kind of just screwed. So plays like him, looks cool. He's way too buff, but whatever. Like way too buff.
Man, I probably have a better one.
I
than
also
this,
really
but
like the Chase Robin. He's not. I mean, maybe he could be competitive, but he's so fun to play with the Batman.
Oh, I think of
The
Ultimate Cobbler
we've
Fire.
never done that yet, even.
Hey, it is a
No.
live stream. We have to make a joke about the
No.
Cobbler Fire.
Yeah,
It's
that was
so funny.
probably in the last live stream. Yeah,
That
we
Batman's
do have
like
to. We
quads
do
of
have to do that
massive,
build at some point
We
just
totally
to see if we
should.
can.
The
pull it off.
ultimate Cobbler
I'm
Fire.
taking you with me.
That's so
Just
funny, dude.
Robin just fades from existence.
Don't worry, Batman. I took care of him.
Yeah.
What do you mean you took care of him? Oh, I hit him with one of our bells and whistles, the ultimate nullifier.
All right, guys, but seriously, a big announcement is coming soon.
Yes.
So, we've been on for 40 minutes, but I actually do mean like in the next like 5-10 minutes here, we'll do the announcement here.
Big announcement.
Big announcement. It's really cool. You're gonna want to know if you play HeroClix at all. You're gonna love this because this is not just
It's gonna be
Annihilation.
fun. It'll be really cool.
I
It's
almost
the
said,
HeroClix
I almost said it's
world.
the world. Ooh, ooh.
HeroClix meta world peace.
Anthony says, I'm trying to figure out a good 400-point pulp team for our game tomorrow night. Check out HC units and like the different builds that are posted there.
Steal all their-
Also, check out our article series
Yeah.
on the WizKids press room.
Add 100 points.
We've got 4 pulp teams up right now that
Just
are
literally throw a 100-point Hulk from
Yeah.
AV60 on any of those
If
teams.
it doesn't already have
doesn't already
the
have
100-point Hulk or the 100-point Deathstroke, then toss
There you
that
go,
in, and
yeah.
that's probably your best 100 points to add.
He's not bad.
no.
He's real strong.
And he goes with anything. Like that
Yeah.
100-point Hulk, that 100-point Deathstroke, both insane threats for different reasons, and yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, Pulp. I'm excited for.
It's been my most fun to build with.
I am not interested. We're going to Gen Con. That's the big announcement. Just kidding. But we'll be at Gen Con, so if you guys are there, look for us. We're happy to hang out. Do whatever. But the fact that Pulp is Golden Age at Nationals, I'm
That's literally
not
insane.
excited to try and build or play in that. But I will say I'm excited to see what people do with no
Do you
ban
own your
list.
copycats yet?
Yeah, all your copycats just absolutely hose your opponent.
Yeah.
You only need 3.
Also,
true.
like that Fast Forces Penguin is legal too, so there's probably some shenanigans you
Everything's
can do with
legal
him.
in
Yeah,
Golden. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Faust-
he is. Oh,
Faust can be on
yikes.
themes.
Faust.
Oh,
Yeah.
Not Pulp.
Not
Thank goodness.
Pulp
No,
is,
and on theme. Because
Oh.
theme's
my
also
goodness,
golden,
theme's-
isn't it?
Oh no.
is theme also golden?
I thought they were both listed
Oh,
as golden.
God.
Maybe not.
Dude, I want to get on a golden theme. I play Z-Virus theme all day, every day. That'd be awesome.
You can get locked out of the game with the power of Faust and Scott.
That is true.
Porter.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they can't be themed together. Never mind.
No.
No.
Nice try, bro.
Yeah, because he gets it.
You can't actually
yeah.
abuse Faust too much in theme, because what is it, Secret Society supervillains or
Mystical?
something? Oh shit.
Yeah,
Mystical.
Mystical.
Never mind.
That's a little
That's
abusable.
that's the
That has
good
like
one.
the other best modern piece in the game on it.
Yeah.
Yes, you could say
I'm gonna
that.
turn off all your powers and I'm gonna make it so you can't move. Your turn, sir.
No, so you can only move. You can take move
Yeah,
actions,
you can only.
which was basically what you could already do
the
with the
real
word
one's like
marker.
That's where the Kid Thanos meta comes in.
Where you can
play.
only do close combat actions, but you're like a few squares away.
Oh,
That's what you
yeah.
want to do. You can only do close combat actions, so you can't
Or,
move, you can't do power.
You do the emotional modifier, give them all battle fury, and say like
it's only
range
do
combat.
actions. Ugh. Awful.
Oh, I hate that so much.
I can't wait for Faust to. Come
All right,
back.
guys, it's time. We'll let you in on the big secret here. Oh, am I doing it? Okay, I'm doing it.
I mean, I can do it.
He's ham boning.
Ladies and gentlemen, returning as your media team for the HeroClix World Championship in Memphis, Tennessee is Dial H for HeroClix. Yeah, that's right, guys. We're going to be doing the media coverage again this year at Worlds. So if you're planning on going to the Worlds tournament, we're going to be there. Cameras, lights, action, covering all of the amazing events that are going to unfold. We're going to, if you have to stay here at home. And you're like, ah, man, I want to see great coverage of Worlds. Don't worry, we're going to be there posting everything for you to see here on YouTube. We'll also have some Facebook updates, Twitter updates while Worlds is happening, so you'll be able to see and keep up with all the action in live time, as well as all sorts of really cool videos slightly after things are going on. So
we are working with WizKids about getting a better internet connection, so you can expect more like real time. We are planning on doing some live streaming, some morning shows every day, covering the event, talking to the people. Lots of games getting recorded, and boy, oh boy, I don't want to reveal too much, but I will say it may be a bit after the game happens, but expect a Spielberg finals production. The final game is going to be...
I really hope I have great.
Hopefully...
Great. Like,
it's going to be amazing.
A lot. I have high hopes for it, and I think it's going to turn out really well.
We're really going to capture every aspect of what a finals game is like to watch in person, and it's going to be... Yeah, I mean, as far as HeroClix video comparison goes, a cinematic masterpiece.
the vibe in that room, the aura during that finals match, with so many onlookers, the amount of eyes onto these two champions of HeroClix, you could hear a pin drop. It was quiet. There was maybe some
That's how we're going to recreate it. We're just going to mute the audio.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Saul hit like 5 super senses in a row, and everyone is just going... progressively holding their breath more and more, and then when he finally missed, he just dude, oh my god!
Yeah, but we want you to feel what we felt in that room, and a top-down, just seeing it happen is not accomplishing that, and we're going to do something even better. It's going to be incredible.
Yeah. It's going to be a down-up view.
It's going to be really fun for the people that are at Worlds. I think everybody that was at Worlds last year and that we interviewed, I think they had a fun time. I think they kind of felt like, athletes or superstars or, people that were getting interviewed. I hope they did, because that's how I felt interviewing them, because I was like, wow, you guys are incredible players. You've got great minds,
Every matchup is just, doesn't matter what player you are. It's, good luck.
We got so much great coverage and so much great footage and sound bites. So I'm really excited for you guys to see not only recaps from last year's Worlds, but everything we have in store for this year's Worlds. It is going to be incredible.
It's going to be really cool, guys. So make sure you're paying attention to the WizKids page, because I did throw some previews together from everything that we cut up. I don't know if I am supposed to say that, but I'm saying it. So be on the lookout probably in a couple weeks here for the first preview to drop. It's a lot of fun. I think it highlights a lot of the fun aspects of the community, and it really sets the tone for the intensity of Worlds.
Yes,
so
absolutely.
Be on the lookout for that. I'm so excited to see all you guys. Hopefully all you guys can make it. And as you guys know, we did run the IPF this year from February to roughly early May.
May 15th, halfway through May.
Yeah, and we will be bringing over a player from Italy, Andrea Gattini, and Edison Lee, who's in the chat right now. What's up, Edison? All the way from Singapore, so they're going to have some long flights, but they're making it happen. And so it's actually Edison's first time in America. So he's going to tour around a bit, go to a few different places, stop in the Big Apple, come down to Memphis, which way cooler than New York.
I mean,
they don't have the Elvis Graceland
if you're
in
into
New York
Elvis.
City.
Yeah,
I don't think so. That's a heartland right there.
I'm gonna have a hot glass, or no, they don't do the hot. They do the chocolate milk. That's right.
The chocolate milk.
Sorry, I was thinking of
the chocolate milk that makes you want to slap your girlfriend.
Yeah, wow.
That was so weird.
I hope that lady's still working there.
I do too. I really do.
She's been working there for 60 years, they said.
Some say she's not even real. Some say Simeon hallucinated this woman who worked.
I have her on film.
You want to slap your girlfriend?
I have that whole interaction on film.
Oh man, that was really something else. A little peanut butter banana sandwich. Oh yeah.
Hey, no impersonations.
Sorry, that's right. No impersonations. Quite literally.
That is the rule. No impersonations.
Don't get too rockabilly at Memphis. They might
axe you.
Don't dress fancy.
They might.
But yeah, guys, we are super excited. I know last year it might have felt like we missed the mark in a few regards. We certainly felt that way ourselves, but going into things, we won't get into the details of it. We had just a lot of technical issues, and then the internet was just terrible.
We got silent. We got boom, just smashed instantly.
We thought we'd have
reality just.
I don't think we thought we'd have necessarily wired connection, but I think
we thought we'd have
our own server to sign into, and we had a shared one that they were running all the transactions off of, and all the
Other people were just getting on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So,
stop.
It got worse progressively.
it
throughout the
bogged
week.
down, and like we tried running streams with like the max buffer, and
hard.
it was just crawling. Like it was coming in so choppy and bad that we just had to end it, which was sad because we had a lot of stuff
And
lined
We had a
up.
lot of stuff planned for
Yeah.
that. And so this
Did a lot.
year, hopefully we can get in contact with the right people to make it so we can bring you guys the information that you want in real time. Obviously, a lot of the gameplay stuff, we will more than likely have a live stream running for games throughout the week. But a lot of that is going to be uploaded stuff, so we'll take breaks in between live streaming and upload those gameplays for you guys. So, if you don't want to hear results, maybe stay away from Facebook for a little bit so you can watch the videos and not know who's winning.
Right.
But if it's Swiss, then you have no clue who's winning anyway, unless you see the final cut, which is posted at the end of the day. So throughout the day, you'll be able to see some gameplay and be uninformed on exactly who and won, all that jazz. Should be a lot of fun. We've got a lot of fun plans. We're still getting it ironed out. But if you thought last year was good, this year is going to completely stomp it. And we are so excited. We're honored that WizKids thinks of us. And it's been really cool to write the articles for them as well on the lead up to this. Like, just being entrusted with this, being the kind of informants for you guys has been so much fun. And we're really hoping to bring you guys a complete product this year.
Absolutely.
Hopefully that didn't sound too, like, PR-y, I guess.
I mean, it did, but you tried your. No, I'm just kidding. It was good.
We're
No, it was
sorry.
Good. It was good.
So
No,
sorry.
I mean, we all know we love
Piatti.
we love the HeroClix community. We love being ambassadors. We love being able to show people at home that are missing out because it's like the coolest event of the year. It's like
Whenever I was at home for him, I was always just like,
I wish I was there. Yeah, exactly.
I mentioned.
It's hard to you can't rely on the players that are trying to like move their stuff, see their
No.
seating arrangement,
Yeah.
get their team ready.
They're busy all day.
Remember
They're
their like
worried
strategy.
about, the next match.
There's too
everything,
much
yeah.
going on, and so luckily we're all terrible at HeroClix, so like we can cover it.
Speak for yourself.
I knew you were gonna say that.
How many state championships you
for
got?
yourself.
Speak
Yeah.
for yourself. What?
How many state championships you got?
Ian has 0.
I've top cut at every single states I've played in, though.
Ian has 0 state championships.
I probably have more top cuts than both of you guys. I also didn't play.
I have 2
played-
state wins.
I think I've played in 6,
I'm the state champ of 2
maybe
different states.
5.
But anyhow,
No, you're not.
Yeah, he is.
Maybe you were back. This is like, guys. This is like showing up to the gym with your high school football shirt on that said you were.
you were the guy talking about your top 8ing. Anyhow,
I'm the guy saying that's today.
you topped 8 today.
Not today. Today is in time. Like that's going on now.
In time.
Okay.
The movie with.
Anyhow, they needed people that weren't good at the game. That's why they got us, Ian
They
included,
needed
especially
people
Ian.
that were.
We hold our own.
And
We do.
We hold our
we
own.
really do.
You just describe yourself as a winner, but you're talking like a loser.
What is this right now?
I'm not gonna let him insult us.
he's
What?
not
No,
letting
I
me
mean-
make a joke
I
and
know.
move on.
It's like
No.
yeah, a little self-deprecating humor is usually Simeon's
That's-
wheelhouse.
Yeah,
so.
kind of the thing, but
Yeah, but it's no longer self.
what is this?
so we're gonna bring coverage at Worlds. Thank you guys for watching, and good night.